Hello students, welcome to CS Academy platform. In this session, we will cover the aptitude classes that is on time and distance. And this is very important topic in aptitude. We can't expect any competitive exam without this question. Okay, if you see in this time and distance, I divided this time and distance topic into total 5 categories. That means 5 types of models. Okay, 5 types of models. And out of these 5 models, for each model I will provide one video with the best techniques of solving the aptitude time and distance questions. Okay, let's start the session with the first model. And here in this model there is no need of by hearting any formulas. I will tell with clearly with the best explanation. Listen carefully and watch this video till the end. Here from our childhood onwards we are listening this formula, that is speed equal to distance by time. Speed equal to distance by time. Okay, per kilometer per hour the units are like this, or meter per second, whatever it may be. Okay, and this is the most important formula which we will solve the questions in this first model. Okay, and here one more important formula, that is average speed. Average speed. Okay, many students by heart this formula, they don't know the concept behind this one. Here I will explain the average speed, why we are getting such type of formulas here. Let us consider a person is traveling from, let us consider point 1 to 2, there is a distance d1, and a person is traveling this distance d1 with speed s1. Okay, and the same person is traveling some other distance, that is d2, from point 2 to 3 with speed s2, and the same person he is traveling the distance d3 from point 3 to 4 at speed s3. Here if we see here let us consider the distance d and speed s and time t, and he is covering the distance 1 to 2, and simply we will take a speed equal distance by time. But here if you see, there are different distances are there and different speeds are there. Yes or no? How can we get this speed with the help of this formula? So we cannot get this with the help of this formula, we can't get the speed. So that to avoid that problem here, we are using the technique, that is average speed. Average speed. We are averaging the values which are giving in the question. Okay, if you see here, average speed is nothing but of total distance. That is the distance here, total distance we are taking. Because there are 3 different distances are there, some whatever it may be, some extra distances. And the total distance per total time taken per this distance. Total time. Okay, if we see here, total distance is nothing but of d1 plus d2 plus d3. Okay, and total time is nothing but of t1 plus t2 plus t3. Okay, and here the thing is, here we don't know the we don't know the time taken to cover the distance d1 with the speed s1. We don't know that, we don't know the time. But as we know, speed is nothing but of distance by time. Okay, speed for distance d1 is nothing but of s1 equal to d1 by t1. So we want the time t1 is nothing but of d1 by s1. Yes or no? See, if you see the d1 plus d2 plus d3 per the time is nothing but of d1 by s1. d1 by s1, and for time t2 d2 by s2, and the time t3 d3 by s3. Okay, I think you all saw this formula at a different way. Okay, but you don't know how it is came. Okay, here is the reason why it is coming like this. Okay, as we don't know the time taken here for to travel the distance d1 with speed s1, so we are using this formula, we are getting this information here. Okay, and these are the 2 most important formulas in the first model. Based upon this model, they will give some tricky questions. Okay, we can use these formulas, or we can directly solve with the help of this technique without remembering this formula. And there is no need of by hearting these formulas. Here I explained to you the concept of how this formula came. Yes or no? And the most important, the third formula, that is, as we know, speed is equal to distance by time. Yes or no? Speed is equal to distance by time. And if we see, speed is directly proportional to distance. Yes or no? Speed is directly proportional to distance. But here the condition is time is equal to constant. Okay, time is equal to constant. Here I will explain the reason why behind this one. Let us consider a person is traveling from 1 point to 2 point. Okay, and he is using the speed s1. Okay, and let us consider the speed is 10 kilometer per hour. Let us consider speed is 10 kilometer per hour, and to cover the distance from 1 to 2, he is traveling with speed 10 kilometer per hour with time t is equal to 5 seconds. Let us consider 5 seconds. Okay, with 5 seconds, in 5 seconds, with the speed of 10 kilometer per hour, okay, he is covering the distance. Let us consider this is 20 kilometer. Okay, and the next, okay, and the next, at the same time 5 seconds, at the same time 5 seconds, if the speed of person is doubled, okay, speed of the person is doubled, that is 20 kilometer per hour. At the same time, if he is traveling with a speed of 20 kilometer per hour, okay, how much distance he will cover? Okay, at the same time, with the 10 kilometer per hour, he is covering 20 kilometers. But if we increase the speed to 20 kilometer per hour, it's double there. Then what will happen? He will cover 40 kilometers distance, because in 10 kilometer per hour, he is covering 20 kilometers. With the 20 kilometer per hour speed, he will cover 40 kilometers. That is, at the same time, with increasing the speed, the distance covered will be also increase. Similarly, here I am telling, at the same time, if the speed is increased, the distance covered by this person will also increase. So this is the concept behind this one. Okay, remember this formula, very, very important. With this formula, we will solve some previous SBI PO questions. Okay, and one more concept here, that is, as we know, speed is directly proportional to distance and inversely proportional to time. As our speed is nothing but of distance by time. Okay, from this one, speed is inversely proportional to time, but the condition is distance is constant. Distance is constant. Okay, and I will explain the reason behind this one. Let us consider a person is traveling from point 1 to 2. Okay, from 1 to 2, and let us consider the distance is 20 kilometers. Okay, let us consider speed of this person is 10 kilometer per hour. Speed of this person is 10 kilometer per hour. He is traveling with 10 kilometer per hour and he is covering 20 kilometers. With, let us consider the time is 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes, and he is traveling with a speed 10 kilometer per hour. He is covering 20 kilometers distance with time 10 minutes. And for example, if the same person, let us consider the distance is same. Okay, distance is same. If he is traveling with a speed of 5 kilometer per hour, 5 kilometer per hour, that is, he is reducing his speed. He is reducing his speed. Yes or no? Whenever he is traveling with less speed, he will take more time. Yes or no? That time is nothing but of greater than 10 minutes. That is greater than 10 minutes, because he is traveling with less time. That is how I am telling here. Whenever speed is reduced, here speed is reduced, the time taken by the person to cover the same distance is increased. Yes or no? T. Okay, these are the 4 most important formulas here. Okay, listen carefully. We will solve the questions on this first model. Okay, and the remaining 4 models I will cover in the next session. Okay, please follow my videos regularly. Okay, and if you see the first question here a person drives a 60 kilometer distance at 30 kilometer per hour. He given distance d1 and speed s1, and he return at a speed of 60 kilometer per hour. That is, let us consider a person is moving from one point to 2 point. The distance d equal to 60 kilometer and speed s is equal to 30 kilometer per hour. Okay, 30 kilometer per hour. Okay, and again what is happening? He is returning at a speed of 60 kilometer per hour. First he traveled from 1 point to 2 point, and after some time he returned. That means he traveled from second point to the again first point at the same distance. Okay, and during the returning he is taking 60 kilometer per hour. His speed is 60 kilometer per hour. That is, as whenever he is going from point 1 to 2, he is taking 30 kilometer per hour. But during the returning, his speed is 60 kilometer per hour. He given in the question. Then he is asking, compute average speed in kilometer per hour over his return journey. He is asking the average speed. As we know this formula, we can easily solve with the help of this formula. We can learn. But here I don't use this formula. Okay, as we know the technique how we have to solve here. use this one. Why you have to learn this one? Why you have to by heart this one again? Okay, see here, as we know, average speed equal as we know, total distance covered by total time. Total distance covered by total time. Here total distance what? First he traveled from point 1 to 2, that is 60 kilometers, and again he returned the same distance with a 60 km per hour. That is the same distance he covered. Yes or no? That is, this is ongoing journey, this is return journey. The total distance is 120 kilometers. Okay, and total time, that is a t1 plus t2. Yes or no? Here during he is traveling from 1 to 2, he given distance and speed, but he didn't give that time. Yes or no? As we know, speed equal to distance by time. That is, time is nothing but of distance by speed. Yes or no? The distance is 60 kilometers and speed is nothing but of 30 kilometer per hour. Similarly, for total time, this is the t1, and t2 for t2, as a similarly t2 is nothing but of d2 by s2. The dt is nothing but of distance from the returning journey, that is the same 60 kilometers, and speed he is traveling with the speed 60 only. Yes or no? Similarly, the same formula here we came, but I didn't use the d1 plus d2 plus d3 like this. Just analyze the question, whatever he given in the question. Okay, without any formulas we can easily solve. Okay, listen carefully. These are the simple techniques here. And 31s, 32s and 61s, 61s. Okay, that is total 120 by 2 plus 1, 3. That is total 40 km per hour. This is the average speed we got here. Okay, this is very a simple question here, and this question is asked in SSC CGL prelims. Okay, SSC CGL prelims. This is very simple question. Next question, if you see here, this is very important question, and this question is asked in SBI clerk. Okay, but simple tricky question here. If you see in the question, whatever he given, if the ratio of speeds of person A, B, C, if a ratio of speeds, he given speed ratio, that is speed of A is to speed of B is to speed of C, that is 1 is to 2 is to 3. Yes or no? Let us consider speed of A is 1 km per hour, speed of B is 2 km per hour, speed of C is 3 km per hour. He given in the ratio. Okay, let us consider, I am considering this is 1 as a 1 km per hour. Okay, let us consider. Then what is the ratio of distance covered by them equal time? Okay, at equal time, he is asking distance ratio, how they covered the distance. As we know, speed is nothing but of distance by time. At equal time, he given at equal time, speed is directly proportional to distance. Yes or no? Speed is directly proportional to distance. So here, as the speed ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 3, the distance they covered, that means the distance they covered is similar to, that is the distance covered by A is to distance covered by B is to distance covered by C is nothing but 1 is to 2 is to 3 only, because as the speed is high, distance is also high. Here if you see, for the person C, the speed of person C is nothing but of 3 km per hour. Okay, he covers respect to that speed only. If the speed of a person is high, means he covers more distance within less time. Okay, the speed of person A is less, so that he covered very less distance. Okay, in the options they give 2 is to 3 is to 4, and option B 2 is to 4 is to 5. Like this, they will give options. Okay, they will make us confused. We will think that speed ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 3. Then how will become distance ratio also similarly? But here, as we know, speed is directly proportional to distance, so distance will also the same ratio. And here the next question that same only, and here he is asking ratio of time taken if distance is equal. As we know, speed is equal distance by time, and he is giving that the distance is equal, distance is same, so speed is inversely proportional to time. Yes or no? As the speed ratio is SA is to SB is to ST is 1 is to 2 is to 3. Here time ratio, that is a TA is to TB is to TC is equal to 1 by SA is to 1 by SB is to 1 by SC, because it is inversely proportional to the speed is inversely proportional to time. Yes or no? So the time ratio is nothing but of 1 by SA is nothing but of 1, SB is nothing but of 2, SC is nothing but of 3. If you take LCM 1, 2, 3, that is the 6, and 1 6, 2 3s and 3 2s. Okay, and total ratio of time ratio for this one is 6 is to 3 is to 2. If you have any doubt here, I will tell one simple technique. Please clarify here. See here, if you see speed of person A is 1 kilometer per hour, speed of person C is 3 kilometer per hour. If we compare these two persons, the speed of C is high than the speed of A. Whenever speed of C is high means it will cover higher distance with very less time. Very less time. Here if we compare this one with time, because of he is having high speed, he is covering with a very less time, that is 2 seconds. If you take here person A, his speed is 1 kilometer per hour. Because of he is having low speed, he is taking more time, that is 6 seconds. Okay, like that you can sometimes if you get by mistakenly if you get for example 2:4:7 like this if you get so you can compare this one, because he is having a speed of 3 kilometer per hour, but how he will take more time than these persons. Okay, like that if you get this one, this is wrong. So like that you can check whether the answer you get are correct or not. Okay, this is most important question asked in SBI clerk exam. Okay, and these are the first model questions. Okay, and the next question, if you see the most important question and a simple tricky question, this question will be solved within 5 seconds only. Okay, if you see directly you can solve within 5 seconds only, but if you practice more number of questions then and only you can solve within 5 seconds. Okay, if you see the question here, if the speed of a person is increased by 20%, speed of a person is increased by 20%, that means actually initial speed of a person is nothing but of s. Initial speed is s. After some time the increased speed is nothing but of 1.2 s. Yes, and because he is increasing 20%. 20%, this is total 100%. This is 100 plus 20. 100 plus 20%, that is 120%. 120% is nothing but 1.2. Okay, and because of increasing the speed by 20%, he reaches 15 minutes early. He reaches 15 minutes early. Yes or no? That means at the initial speed s, he is reaching his home or whatever it may be. He is reaching with a time t. Let us consider t seconds or t minutes, whatever it may be. Listen carefully. Very very important question. Okay, at initial speed s, with the traveling with speed s, he is reaching his home with time t. Let us consider. Okay, here this is not given in the question. I am assuming initial speed is s, and with this speed he is traveling to his home with a time t seconds. Okay, but he want to reduce his time. He has to increase the speed. If he increase the speed, he will reduce his time to travel to home. Yes or no? So that he is increased 20% of his speed. That is 1.2 s. Then he is reaching 15 minutes early. 15 minutes early means the total time taken, that is t seconds minus 15. Okay, the total time taken is t for s speed. As he is increasing his speed, he is reducing his time, that is 15 minutes. The total time, that t minutes minus 15 minutes. This is the time taken by the person whenever he is increasing the speed 20%. Okay, up to here you clear? Okay, now here if you see, if a speed of a person is increased by 20%, he reaches 15 minutes early. Then actual, what is initial time taken by person? Initial time, that is this is the initial time. At initial speed, the time taken by the person is nothing but of initial time. Okay, up to here I think you got the point. Now see here, let us consider the same person is traveling from the point 1 to 2, and he is covering the distance from the point 1 to 2, that is d. Let us consider distance between point 1 to 2 is d. Okay, and he is taking the time t minutes. Okay, whatever it may be. Okay, now he is increasing his speed, that is nothing but of, let us consider the speed is s. Okay, at initial, and he is covering the same distance. That is from the let us consider this is school, point 1 school and point 2 is home. Okay, let us consider this is the school and this is the home. From school to home, he is traveling with a speed s at time t, and he is covering the distance from school to home, that is d. And the next day he is increasing his speed, that is 1.2 s, that is 20% he is increased, that is 1.2 s, and he is taking the time, that is a t minus 15 minutes. Because if he is increasing speed, the time is reduced. Yes or no? Now in this first case he is covering the distance d, and in the second case also he is covering the same distance. Yes or no? In the first case he is covering the same distance, that is from school to home. In the second case also he is covering the same distance, that is d only. Yes or no? That is the distance covered by this person at the speed s, that is d1, is equal to the same person is covering the same distance with this parameters, that is a d2. The d1 he is covered in the first case, that is equal to d2 covered in the second case. Okay, so here listen carefully, I think you got this point. The distance covered this person at this first case, that is the parameters with speed s and time t, and the same person, as he is increasing the speed he is reducing the time, but he is covering the same distance only from the school to home. So I am equating this distance d1 equal to d2. Now if we see, as we know speed equal to distance by time, the distance is nothing but of speed into time. Yes or no? In the first case d1 is nothing but of s into, that is s1 into t1, what it may be, s into t. Okay, in the second case d2 is nothing but of same s into t now. So if in case second case d2 is s is nothing but of 1.2 s, as he is increased the speed, and the time is nothing but of t minus 15. Okay, if we get this equation, here I took more time to explain you clearly. Okay, if you clear this one, you can easily get this equation within 2 or 3 seconds only. Okay, 2 or 3 seconds only. Okay, now I will tell this explanation here, and I will come back to explain you within 5 seconds only. And see here, s into t equal 1.2 s into, that is t minus 15. So here, we can cancel this s, and t equal to 1.2 into t minus 15. Here only we have one parameter, that is t. If we equate these two, we will get a t, that is 90 minutes. 90 minutes. This is the answer. Okay, he is asked this one only now. What is the initial time he is asked? Initial time is nothing but of t, that is 90 minutes. If he asked the revised time, that is the after increasing the speed, what is his time taken to cover the distance means, then we have to subtract 15 from this 90. Yes or no? Because he is taking very less time with the speed of 1.2 s. So at that time we will get 75 minutes. That is the time t minus 15. Okay. Now here, you see here, this type of questions, you should remember the concept here. And he is covering the same distance, and initially he is having a speed s, and after some time he is increasing his speed and covering the same distance. At the time, whenever he is covering the same distance with different parameters of speeds or time, okay, now what you have to do is, you have to equate the d1 and d2. Okay, you have to equate the d1 and d2, that's it. d1 is nothing but an initial, sometimes he will give, sometimes, as here we are taking the distance covered d2 with different parameters, that is increasing speed and decreasing time. But sometimes here also, in this case also, they will change the parameters with less distance, that is 90% of initial distance, that is 0.9 into s. And time is taking more time because he is reducing the distance now. Reducing the speed now. So whenever he is reducing the speed, he is increasing the time. That is a t plus something, t plus 5 minutes, like this. Okay, this type of models we will solve here. This is that question, same question here. If you see, if a man goes at a speed of 20 km per hour, if a man goes at a speed of 20 km per hour, that is the speed he given, that is 20 km per hour, okay, okay, and he reaches 15 minutes late. If a person travels from the point 1 to 2, okay, from 1 to 2, that is considered, this is the distance d from 1 to 2. If he travels with a speed 20 km per hour, this distance, he reaches 15 minutes late. That means he should travel more than 20 km per hour to cover the distance at exact time t. But here, because of his speed is less, he is taking more time. That means 15 minutes late. Late in the sense that he is taking more time. That is, the time taken here is the time taken for first question, first model, that is first case, and here t plus 15. And he is taking 15 minutes more, so that's why he is making some later. Yes or no? In the first case, he is traveling with a speed 20 km per hour and covering the distance d with a time t plus 15, because he is making some later, that is 15 minutes late. And in the second case, whatever he given, see, but if he goes at a speed of 25 kilometers per hour, that is, in the second case speed is 25 km per hour. But if he travels with this speed, what is happening? He reaches 10 minutes early. That means as he is increasing the speed, he is reducing the time. That second case time, that is a t minus 10 minutes. T minus 10 minutes. In the first case with the speed, he is taking some more time. With the second case with the speed 25 km per hour, he is taking some less time. That is a 10 minutes late. 10 minutes early. So as we know, in the first case he covered distance d, and in the second case also he covered distance d. That is a d1 equal to d2. As we know, d is nothing but of s into t, d1 is nothing but of s1 into t1. s1 is nothing but of 20, and t1 is nothing but of t plus 15. And the second case, that is d2, as we know, s2, that is 25, and t2 is nothing but of t minus 10. Okay. So here all parameters are constants only. There is only one variable, that is t. If we get t as 110 minutes. 110 minutes. This is similar to this question, but here also he is varying the concept. Here also he is varying these parameters. But here there is no variation in this first case, and initial case we take after some time he is increasing this speed and decreasing the time. Okay, this is very important model here. An easy concept. Within a very less time we will solve these questions if you understand the concept very clearly. Okay, these type of questions you should consider that the distance covered is same in the first case and second case. If we equate the distance, that is easy. Yes or no? That is very easy. This is the given concept. This is the also given concept. These two concepts are we are implementing in this equation, that is d1 equal to d2. Here if you see, this is only two steps are there. Only two steps. If you know this one from the given concept, within 5 seconds only you can solve this one. Yes or no? This is only two steps are there here. Why it is taking more than 1 minute or 2 minutes for this question? If you understand the concept clearly. Okay, I hope you got the point here. These type of questions. And one more question is there in this first model, that is, and this is the most important question that is asked in a railway JEE exam. Okay, and here you have to see that the type of questions they are asked are related to the exam type. Here in this question he is asking the without stoppages, a person is traveling. Okay, as like trains are traveling with stoppages in stations without stoppages, like this. Based upon the type of exam they will ask the questions. Okay, they will ask but the model and the concept is the same here. Okay, here if you see the question, without stoppages, that means a person is stopping from this one point to other point, he traveling and he stopped 10 seconds or 20 seconds, and again he is traveling like this. In the first case, without he is stopping anywhere, he is traveling continuously. That means without stoppages, a person travels 50 kilometers. Let us consider there is a 50 kilometers distance, 50 kilometers from point 1 to 2. Okay, and when a person is traveling without any stoppages anywhere, he is traveling continuously from point 1 to 2. Okay, in an hour, and time let us consider this is the distance d1 50 kilometers, and time t1 equal to 1 hour, that is 1 hour. Okay, and again the second case with stoppages, and the same person again he is traveling from point 1 to 2. Okay, and he is let us consider here I will draw 1 to 2. Okay, and what he is giving with stoppages, he travels 40 kilometers. That means let us consider up to here 40 kilometers. Let us consider this is 40 kilometers distance d2. Okay, he traveled 40 kilometers in an hour, that is time t2 is equal to 1 hour. Because of he is stopping at somewhere in between these 2 points, he is taking a time t 1 hour to cover the 40 kilometers. But here because of no stoppages here, with 1 hour time, sorry, he is covering 50 kilometers, more than this one. Yes or no? That means within 1 hour he is covering 40 kilometers, and remaining 10 kilometers are there. Yes or no? Remaining 10 kilometers are there. But in the question what he is asking, then what is stoppage time? What is stoppage time in minutes per hour? Okay, he is asking here, this is the distance because we are stopping here. Yes or no? If he travels with the same speed, that is, let us consider speed is nothing but of distance by time. In the initial case, distance is 50 kilometers and time is 1 hour, that is 50 kilometer per hour. That means the person is traveling with 50 kilometer per hour, but because of stoppages here, he covered only 40 kilometers in hour, but here he covered 50 kilometers in hour. Yes or no? That means if we calculate the time taken by this to travel this 10 kilometers, okay, listen carefully here, very important. If we calculate the time taken by this to travel the distance 10 kilometers, Okay, to travel the distance 10 kilometers, what is the time taking? If we calculate that one, that is nothing but of stoppage time. Because this 10 kilometers is because of he is stopping in between these 2 points. Because of he is stopping, we are not covering this 10 kilometers. Okay, if we cover this 10 kilometers, that is nothing but of stopping time now. I think you got the point here. Okay, and here, so to calculate time, as we know, speed is nothing but of distance by time. Okay, that is time taken by this to travel this 10 kilometers. That is nothing but of stopping time. That is nothing but of d by s. The distance is 10 kilometers, and speed he is traveling, that is a 50 km per hour, because here there is no any stoppages here. Okay, 50 km per hour. That is, this is 10 kilometers. This is 50 km per hour. The kilometer get cancelled. This hour goes to numerator. That is 1 by 5 hours. 1 by 5 hours. But in the question he given, that is in minutes per hour. Okay, that means 1 by 5 hours means per hour, 1 hour, that is 60 minutes. Yes or no? Minutes per hour. That means 5 ones, 5 12s. That is 12 minutes per hour. This is the answer. Okay, in this first model, every question is like speed is nothing but of distance by time, speed is nothing but of distance by time, average speed is nothing but of total time by total time, like that only. These are the first models, and I covered all the type of questions in this first model, and without any breakages here, and you will get same type of questions whatever I covered in this first model. Okay, I hope you got the point here. And these are the concepts: speed and distance, average speed, speed versus distance ratio, relation, and speed versus time ratio. All we discussed in the first model. Okay, in the first model. But why we are going to second and third and fourth, fifth models? Even though we are having this time and distance formulas, why we are moving that one? Okay, there is one small change there, like models like that's relative speed. Okay, boat traveling in the river. Okay, those models we will cover in the next session. Please follow my videos. You will definitely get very best techniques from this session and from my channel CS Academy. Okay, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Share to your friends. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.